Welcome back. I've only been gone a couple minutes, it feels like, but back for some fun racing. Hopefully fun. You're always taking a risk doing something like this, just jumping into an open lobby with a bunch of random folks. Tried to get as many of the folks that I know pretty well in here. Looks like we've got 19 so far. Oh, Maz, Stephen Bailey, who the heck is that? Maz is in here as well. I'm excited to do some racing. I recognize a lot of the names in here. We've got quite a few of the old HRRC groups. Jackson up front, Horde. Really nice to see everybody. And nice to see all you again, back after just a couple hours. Excited to do a little bit of racing. Hello. Gonna do some racing with the 05 cars. The plan is to do a few races, hopefully. We'll see how it goes. If it's awful, maybe not. But I would like to do a race at each of the new 2005 tracks that are a part of this DLC with Automobilista 2, the 2005 DLC. And we're going to start out here at Road Atlanta. I'm going to drive the Corvette. I've done a couple laps in it. I don't know if I'm as into the Corvette as I was the Viper, so I might have to do a switch for the second race. But do a 30-minute race here at Road Atlanta, the Corvette. I'd like to do a couple more races after that, so we'll be on for quite a while. I put the details to join as a pinned comment, and hopefully we get some good folks in here and have some fun racing. But I got to go out and qualify. We got 16 minutes left in the qualifying for this. I did one lap before. I'm P9 right now, and the list of folks is growing, so I got to get out there and do a couple laps. So let's take a quick look at the setup. All right. Go far away. All right. I'm on a high still from the IndyCar 2 race, so hopefully I can carry that with me for this afternoon and enjoy this just as much. And we'll go out. Got everything set pretty realistic. Damage and stuff as well, so hopefully people play it nice with each other. But it's nice to see some of you folks. There's been a lot of excitement around this little DLC, which I think is well deserved. This is the cool stuff. I think it's good that Rise is doing this stuff. Yeah, and the DLC is free right now, so you don't have to own this stuff yet, I don't think, to race with all of us. We'll see if I can start. I think starting up front is going to be imperative in a race like this so that you can avoid some of the chaos on the early laps. And hopefully we don't get any bad actors in here and can just have a good time. I don't know if it's full yet, AJ. But we'll be doing a few races, so hopefully it opens up at some stage for folks. Oh, we got some ghosting. Ooh. Just hit somebody. I want to drive that, actually. Maybe the next race I'll drive the Maserati. I've only done a little bit of it in the beta. I mainly drove the Viper. I wasn't kidding in my video that I made about that being the car I drove. I just have a hard time not driving that one, but I figured I should do a little Corvette. Ooh, keep it steady there. I don't know who that is in front of me. Yeah, I might do the LMPs maybe for the last one. I'm thinking the next one we'll go to Spa with this same set of cars, and then maybe we'll round it out with Le Mans and do the LMPs. I haven't really driven those much at all yet. Wow, Maserati in front is fast. See, this is the thing. You invite a bunch of random people, and then I'm gonna get my butt kicked. Stephen Bailey already with the quickest time, of course. Yeah, this one, a new fastest lap for him as well. Yeah, I should turn on the relative probably. I'll get that going in a minute. I've got everything set up for my offline racing. You should be able to still join if there's spaces. I think it is full, though. I think I limited it to 26. I wasn't sure if I could handle more while streaming and stuff. If this works, or if folks can assure me that more would work, we can try to allow for more in the next one. Yeah, no more driving for you. I think you're good. Yeah, I think it is full for now, but maybe for the next one, it'll open up. I know. I wish there was a way that like everybody could race. That's the problem with doing these things. It always fills up really fast. This car, yeah, it feels a little floatier to me than the Viper does, or at least the Viper at Sebring. But this is the 2005 Road Atlanta, which is a really, really neat addition. It's not so different from the modern version of it. Obviously, the curb color is the main giveaway, that it's the green and white curbs, which I quite like. Reminds me of the earlier iRacing scan of this track. I'm not sure what else is different about it, though. Maybe the runoffs are slightly different. The track, though, is very similar. All right, I closed up my time, but I'm still quite far down the order in the old Corvette here. Is the Corvette slower? It feels like it might be a little slow. Yeah, I don't have the M3 in here. Right now we're just doing the GT1 cars, but open to suggestions for changing things up for the next race. No, there's really nothing layout-wise that's different about this version of the track. It's one of the things I'm mixed about. Like, I can't say no to a period-accurate track, right? I just, like, these cars would have raced at, like, Manicourt, and we could really use something like a Manicourt for the Formula One seasons as well. And so, like, I would have preferred to see something like that. I'm sure it's not that easy, right? There's licensing and all this stuff. They already have the license for this track. I closed it up again, but I'm still so far down the order. I think the Le Mans is really cool. The Spa does have a different layout. This is the most questionable one for me. I know, Bailey, you like this one. Yeah, Manicourt is probably a hard license to get, but like something else, I just think it, like if you look across, like where's Mexico or Hungary? There's just a lot of tracks out there that this game could use. Oh, AJ, you're in, great. Ryza really did GTR3, they sure did. You guys hear me all right as well? The car is so loud. Hopefully it sounds good. Got somebody going to the other pit lane. Cool, thank you all. I can't be this far down the grid. I gotta get up a little bit more. I'm sorry to hear that, Nigel. Glad you're here. Yeah, Liam, I'm with you. Let's get some old layouts of Oldham Park or Iston. Yeah, I just think there's so many other tracks out there, and there's like enough gaps in the calendars for all these series that also overlap that it would just be nice to see something else. But I can't say I'm having a bad time rocketing around Road Atlanta. All right, I picked up a couple spots up to P7. Got a Viper in front of me here. I know, the Ferrari especially, the Saline would be nice. I can, ooh, we locked it up. All right, let me jump to the pits real quick. Almost out of fuel anyway. Lime Rock would be good. I mean, like, at this stage, any track, really. Let's see. All right, Stephen Bailey took the Viper. Is the Viper the quickest car? I'm curious what the quickest cars are. This is the kind of stuff you find out when you race online. Mont Tremblant. Oh, I know. Don't even get me started on all those fun tracks that we could have. All right, it's a nice mix so far up front. Look at this. We got a Viper, a Maserati, a Chevy, and then another Dodge, another Maserati. We got the. I almost forget that the Lambo is in this set. It's it feels more modern than the rest of the cars. I don't know. So we've got some Astons further back. Yeah, there's 26 of us for this first race. If everything goes okay, I'll try to bump it up a couple more for the second race. You're just good, Bailey. That's the thing. It looks like I'm in P7. I'm over a second off of you. I'm trying my best. Go out again and do a couple more laps. We got 5 minutes left to qualifying here. 30-minute race ahead. Which is not a small, that's not a short race. I was considering doing a little bit shorter, but I also want there to be a little bit of racing happening. I think it's a great sign that we get something like this and instantly want more, right? We're not like, oh, I wish they could fix this track or this car. It's like, I just want more stuff. I want the rest of the calendar. I want Anderstorp is what I want. That's a track that, if I want to feel like I'm in GTR2 or GT Legends, let's go to Anderstorp, let's go to Mondello Park. Oh yeah, that would be awesome. Ooh, bouncing over some of the curbing. I think this is, I will go on a limb here and say this is the best thing Ryza has done so far. I think this is going to bring a lot of interest to this game. These cars are really fun, and the racing is close, and I think enough people like these kind of cars that it's just going to attract a lot more folks to this game. Whether it's the best thing they've done in terms of like physics and stuff, I mean, I think it's up there, but just like an overall package, this has to be some of the best stuff Ryza has done up to this point. And that's saying something, because they've got some really cool stuff, and yeah, I don't know. Very, very excited for this. Whoa, tail gets happy there. A little bit wide down the hill. Who do I got behind me? Oh, I didn't change the relative. I got to remember to do that when this run ends. Ragusa. Oh, Enna would be nice. People are just going to name tracks in the chat that were in GTR2 but are not in this game, and I'm probably going to say, oh yeah, for every single one of them. Yeah, Enna-Pragusa is the track around the lake. See, if they did Enna-Pragusa, they have to do the 60s variant that has no chicanes and is basically a clockwise oval. That's a scary track. I did that track once for a Grand Prix Legends race, I think in the 65 season. They still held a Formula One race around there, non-championship one, and that is a scary, scary place. Mondello Park. See, it's these circuits, like I haven't thought of that track in probably 10 years, and now suddenly I have. Oh, it's got somebody coming up the inside. Oh, scared me off the track. I stalled it and everything. Dijon Prenois. Oh my God. Yeah, here I go again. Imagine Dijon Prenois with the with the late 70s cars, you could recreate Gilles Villeneuve and René Arnoux. I just, man, if they could make this sim more easily moddable as well, then we could fill in those gaps. I'm getting low on time here. Start P7 though, not the worst starting spot. I feel mostly bad that it's 1.2 seconds off the pole time. I'm curious as to why suddenly a car is... He was invisible for the car in front of me and then hit me. What's up with that? I know when I took a look at the 1979 mod for R Factor 1 a couple years ago, I knew I had to do... Try to get a pass done here on the Viper. Lets me have it. I knew I had to do one of the races at Dijon-Fournois. It's just such an iconic race. It kind of epitomizes that 70s F1. All right, last lap I can do here. Actually don't know if I'll get it done. I don't know if the session ends right when the timer ends. Bouncing all over the curbs. I hope I can finish this lap. I feel like that was a pretty good first sector. Okay, third gear on the entry there. I messed that up a bit. Halloween ghost car, yeah, probably. All right, here we come down to the line. 14 seconds. Am I going to get cut off here? I hope not. That was decent. A little bit late on the accelerator coming out. All right, coming across. Yeah, I will get it. Oh, I got within a second of him. I didn't improve my position at all, but I did get within a second of Bailey. I can die happy. All right, let me try to fix the HUD real quick here. Where's the relative? We'll do relatives instead of the overall leaderboard. That'll probably be better. All right. Oh, I got within a second of Hordes. Hordes gets the pole. Nice. Hordes gets the pole, at least provisionally here against Stephen Bailey. I have no concept of how much fuel I need for this race. That's all right. If it's like 70, let's call it. Surely we won't be doing qualifying times, but yeah, if it's like 60, 70, 75, 78 second laps, so 30 times 60, 1,800 seconds divided by 78 second laps, we'll be doing 23 laps. We'll see how accurate this thing is. I'll put 25 laps of fuel in it. All right, qualifying session over. I think we can continue. What makes AMS2 unique compared to AC and the others? It's got to be the package itself is kind of ready to go. That's the best way I could describe it. There is DLC and stuff like that, right? Put 75 liters in. There's plenty of DLC and stuff like that to buy and like try to get the right stuff that you want. But AMS2, you don't have to go and mod it endlessly. Like Assetto Corsa, it's got some of the best stuff in sim racing in it. But and for folks that have it set up, you might, it's easy to do once you've done it. But the first time, you can't lie and say that was not overwhelming for you. And so getting into it, Assetto Corsa itself is just a lot. And especially for offline racing, it's really not that great. The AI just aren't great, and for as much as I kind of nitpick the AI in this game, they are They are better, I would say, quite a lot. And so it is a rolling start. Hopefully that's all right. But yeah, what was the other one you had asked about? But yeah, I would say, like, for me, a set of Corsa is like, I want to drive this very specific car on this very specific track, and you can probably find it. And there are some experiences you can have in AC that's like something you could never have anywhere else. But if you want, like, okay, maybe I can't pick anything under the sun, but there's a good selection of stuff, lots of historic stuff too, and you just want to jump in and race, you really can't have a bad time with Automobilista 2. I think it's just like easier overall. It's kind of a complete out-of-the-box package. But anyways, we got a race to do. Hordes will be starting up front. Oh my God, I don't even have my gloves on. All right, we get one formation lap, I guess. Hopefully everybody plays ball with this. Rolling stat. Yeah, this is when the Boston accent's gonna come out. Yeah, you don't have to mod it, but you can download like some light mods, I'd call them, like skin packs and driver names and stuff, just to increase the immersion a bit. But you know, if you're really somebody that wants everything to be exactly perfect as it was historically, you're probably going to end up being a little frustrated with this game because there's always something missing. Like if you're trying to do early 90s Formula One, you know, the cars are a little more generic and you don't have every track, but you could certainly, with a little bit of make-believe, a little bit of imagination. Ooh, almost hit Jackson. A little bit of make-believe, you could pretty easily make something that feels legit, right? All right, I hope this is a good race. It's kind of a long race for a pickup race. We'll see if we should make it shorter for the next one. Who am I pulling for in the World Series? I'm not going to lie to you. I don't think I could tell you who's playing in the World Series. Is it the Toronto is? I do know that. I'm not a big stick and ball sports guy. I go to a couple games a year of various sports just because it's fun, but I don't really watch a lot of stick and ball sports. All right, let's focus on the fun here. We can nitpick sims all day, but we've got a nice little race in front of me. Hopefully I got enough fuel for this. 73 liters. I know, Liam. I'm waiting. They're all fine in there until somebody starts arguing with somebody else. But yeah, my Discord has turned into a baseball Discord. I think it's fine. I don't care that people like it. Obviously, lots of people like it. Is this gonna be single file or double file? Single file is actually kind of nice for this. All right, let's see if we can get a nice start going. Green flag is out. 30 minutes here at Road Atlanta. A random pickup race. We'll see how well behaved everybody is. Oh, we got a spin in front already. Avoided that. How well behaved will everybody be? Massive spin in front, turn one. That's all right. Most of us made it through it. Up here anyway. I think I picked up a couple spots. Chasing Jackson. Jackson raced in the HRC series back a few years ago. A few years. It's getting more and more years as time goes. Jackson very famously won. Whoa, that's a big bout of oversteer there. Jackson famously won our Isle of Man race for HRRC, which if you weren't here back then, we did a historic road racing championship in 1950s cars on a bunch of road tracks in our Factor 2. And it was like the best thing, but also the biggest stressor. It was so stressful putting all that on, but it was so much fun. As these two scrap it up in front, I'm going to get a run around the outside. Jackson does well holding it in line there. Got a vet right behind me, or a Viper rather. I'm the vet. Sandwiched between two Vipers. Yes, do grid. Yeah, I missed the Targa Florio this year. I was very busy this summer, is why I kind of disappeared for a little while. but I was talking to Nico Hillebrand at the Sim Racing Expo, and I would like to get back into it. When I open up the corner onto the straight a little bit, throttle down. Oh, I got a little bit too much wheel spin there. Oh, I would love the Lister Storm in this as well. Really, really fast in the slipstream here. Ooh, over under on Jackson up the inside. Oh, so much wheel spin over the crest there. Gonna park it on the apex. He's gonna have a bit of a run on me down to turn 1. Nice. We got Delgado in front of me. See if we can stay in front of Jackson. He's quick. Did a big hop over the curbing there. Bit wide coming in. Chasing the rear end on this car so much. All right, got a nicer run than Jackson out of the tight corner there, down the backstretch. Stephen Bailey's in the lead. We got Hordes behind him, but I can see those two up there. They're not that far ahead. If I can get around Delgado here. Oh, it's so playful on the throttle. It's lovely. Probably gonna wear out the tires doing that a bit. Oh, right against the dirt. We're all right. Looks like Jackson behind me did the same thing. I do have track cut penalties on, so I'm actually surprised I'm getting away with that so far. Oh, a lot of understeer headed up the hill there. Come on. Got a nice gap behind. Oh, where did Jackson go? No. He spun. He spun. I'm overheating the left front. I did take softs for this. I hope they last the whole time. Oh, big lock up on the left front. That's probably why it's getting hot. Looped it on the front stretch. Gotcha. Oh. I'm all over the place. I gotta clean this up a little bit. Delgado is pretty quick in front. This is pretty good. I'm actually really surprised. I'm happy we got some of the quick folks in here. And everybody see, I don't know how the race is going behind me, of course, but from my vantage point, it's been pretty phenomenal for a pickup race. I need to turn my fan on is what I need to do. Oh, so much understeer for the final corner there. I'd like to revive HRRC, but I kind of would want somebody to run it for me, just because it's a lot to like stream and organize, and it was like my life for those few months that we did it. That's like all I did. But it would be fun. I love that type of road racing championship. Yeah, my front left is just wearing out. Delgado's pulling away from me, falling into a little bit of a hole here. I got Laser Sailor behind me. Just try to put together some clean laps. It's a long way to go yet in this. It's pretty long. There's a really nice race going on up front, though, between Horde and Bailey. Bailey was saying earlier in the chat how worn out he is from all the racing that he's been doing. He was doing some pickup races this morning in this over on Twitch, so I'm sure he was hoping for a nice, lazy drive. But it looks anything but that. I mean, I also did a 2-hour race today as well, so today is the day of racing. Wow, there's a lot of folks in here. Hello, everybody. I hope you're having a good Saturday. We're racing the new DLC for Automobilista 2. The GT1 cars. It looks like the 2 leaders slowed down. This is a random pickup race. I just threw out the server and everything to whoever wanted to join, and we're having a pretty good one so far. Had a nice little scrap with Jackson for the first few laps and driving to the Corvette C5. We're at a period correct Road Atlanta. We're going to be doing a couple more races after this, or I am. We'll see if everybody else wants to. Maybe a little shorter. Whoa, 45 months. Went golfing, thank you so much. 720, can we get to 1080? Yeah, we'll do a couple more races after this, though, on some of the other new tracks, and drive different cars as well. I'm wearing the heck out of my tires here in the Corvette. Just trying to keep it on the black stuff and hope these guys up front turn this 3-way scrap into a 4-way with me. But yeah, we were saying earlier that like this has to be one of the best things. Whoa, we got a spun car in front. It's Horde. It's Horde. It's Horde. It's Horde. How do you say that? All right, but I pick up third. I'm on the podium. Delgado's a little under 4 seconds behind Bailey. Stephen Bailey in the front with a Viper leading the way. This is one of Stephen Bailey won't admit it, but this is one of his favorite tracks in the world. He would admit that, actually. It's Salami, that's right. People change their screen names and I lose track. We got a spun car there. I was wondering when we were going to start seeing some lap traffic. That might spice things up a little bit as well. Yeah, that is true. Who doesn't love Road Atlanta? One of the best tracks in the U.S. A little bummed that if they were going to do a historic version of this track that they didn't do the 70s version. If you've never seen 70s Road Atlanta, do yourself a favor and search for Can-Am. It's either Can-Am 1970, 1971, Road Atlanta. There's an onboard lap. And it's before they added the chicane that we're coming up to here. This used to just be a sweeping S. And it is the most unsafe, but the most awesome corner. Like, kind of like a very fast Eau Rouge, Radeon type corner. Very insane. And would be killer to have in a sim. We've got it in Grand Prix Legends, but I don't think I've ever seen it really anywhere else. This is true. All the Can-Am footage is quite good. All right. They do need to do Historic Laguna Seca as well. I'm just going to agree to everything. I kind of want everything. Whatever they want to give us. Whoa, big slide there. I see one car. It looks like Bailey just got around CPU Geek. I recognize from my Discord. Horde is right behind me as well. I can't forget about him. The dip existed until 1997? Wow, I thought they got rid of that in the 80s at some point. All right, Horde's gonna be here before I know it. That was very, very nearly a spin. I don't know how I saved that. All right, we got a Lambo here, CPU Geek in front of me. Yeah, that was really close to spinning. It's probably gonna get harder and harder as we go, just the tires wearing out. I had the wheel completely upside down. They have the old GT3 versions of the GT1 cars. I'm not sure. You know, it's honestly a lot easier to read the chat in an online race than an offline race, because at least online people move realistically. With offline racing, the AI can do some kind of surprising things sometimes. Yeah, this was like the final season before GT3 happened, and if you want to see a nice little rundown on the history of this set, the folks at Traction, John and that team over there, did a nice little video with a lot of the history. Oh, I was really happy to see that. They went through a lot of the history of FIA GT in 2005 and why this was kind of a remarkable season. But this was kind of the end of that, you know, late 90s, early 2000s era of things. I was really I saw the Traction guys at the Sim Racing Expo, but they were always filming something. I mean, they worked so hard. They were always filming something, so I never got to say hi, but I actually ran into them on my flight home. They were on my flight, and while we were waiting in line, I got to talk with them for a couple minutes. Really, really nice folks. All right, Horde is here. As much as I'd love to challenge for second or first, I might have to try to keep my podium here. I mean, I don't think I really watched much endurance sports car racing until the early 2010s, maybe like 2008. It just like was hard to find on TV here. Especially international stuff, but even the US stuff was kind of hard to find for a while. Oh, I'm trying to stay ahead of Horde here. It's gonna be a tough one. Oh, I ran wide. Trying to make this Corvette as wide as possible, but he's gonna have an excellent run on me. He's jumping up the inside. See if we can make him ultra narrow to it. Ooh, big lockup. I'm gonna run on the dirt. No! He was very nice to me there. That was a very nice I'll let you have your moment. See you later. Oh boy. Oh, Laser Sailor's got me as well in the DBR9. All right. See if we can get Laser Sailor back here. I tried to outbrake going into the chicane and hang around the outside, which becomes the inside, but I overcooked it a little bit. I haven't driven the DBR9 yet. I am wearing out the left front a lot. We only got 11 minutes to go in this one. I should be able to make it. You can kind of, oh, come on. Finally got a track limits warning, but get up the inside. I don't know, is that fair? Get a penalty, but also make a move at the same time. Slide in front of him. Oh, we got a car running wide up front. Oh, that's, see, how is that not a cut? That really felt like a cut. All right, I'm not going to give up on Horde here. Got a car off in the grass ahead. Car off in the dirt ahead. Gonna narrow Horde up. Get me right on the back of him. To kind of drive through the car, you can't really see where the road is. Oh, I've been understeer through the first corner. You do get arrow wash in AMS2. Come on. It's a three-way battle here for third. Nice. I got a nice slipstream here on Horde. Wow, he's a little bit faster than we're going to be three wide headed into the chicane here. There we go. Fantastic. Wow, everybody's racing so well in this. Just had a big stutter there. Come on. Bit wide at the top of the hill. Luckily the curve there is monstrous. Gonna run real wide there. Just did like a rally slide around the corner. He's gonna have such a run on me. That the Maserati I think is a little bit faster, especially when I miss my shifts like that. He's gonna come up the inside. Oh, a little bit of wheel hop. I did it again. No. Oh, that's. I really screwed that up. It was good while it lasted. Hopefully it doesn't have too much damage from that. Oh, tires are so toast. All right, Escher's coming up. I want to not lose 6th then. I really had no control over rejoining there. It just... All right, let's see if I can stay in front of Escher here behind. I guess this would have been, the C5 would have been the car that Dale Earnhardt Jr. had the fire in, right? Whoa. I had so much wheel hop, I just went way too hard into it. Big lock up there. The tires are probably square by this point. Here comes Escher. Yeah, somebody having a picnic. Really fun racing these cars against other folks, though. I think most of these cars would have still had a round rim like this one. This is just a regular Momo. What model is this one? It's just kind of their 320 millimeter and a standard GT rim, which I think, I mean, they might have had some buttons and stuff mounted on it, but they would have still had round rims in 05. Yes, thank you, Vaughn, for jumping in. Ask CPU Geek again here. Tires are so spent. Ooh. Thought he was going to let me by on the inside there. I can see Horde in front of me. It's just 4 seconds. I wonder if we got damage from our little run-in. I think it was Laser Sailor that actually hit. And it looks like they're having a battle with Demise up there. So I think next we're going to stick with these cars and we're going to go to Spa. And I guess maybe we'll keep it a half-hour race, but I'll shorten the qualifying by 10 minutes or something. We'll just do a 20-minute qualifying. And I think I'm going to drive the Maserati because I haven't driven that one yet too much, just a couple laps. But you'll get to see the weird final chicane at Spa. They only had it for a couple of years. They kind of preserved the original layout, but then added something that feels a little more like the modern one, but it was in the other direction. It's very strange. Yeah, I think I hit everything. Not my best moment. Yeah, Maserati at Spa. It doesn't get too much better than that, right? All right, just 2 minutes left in this one. The lap time difference between the GT1 and GT2s is pretty big. It's they're much slower, but I haven't driven too much yet. I did a couple laps in the little Ferrari, fake Ferrari car, just to see what it was like, but I still need to drive the Porsche. Unfortunately, the Saleen is not. We're really missing the Saleen, the Lister Storm, and the Ferrari 550. Those three would be the big ones to add. Although, did the Lister race in 2005, or was that just in 04? But it's still, it just kind of fits the pack, right? All right, I think we're gonna have one more lap to go after this. Depends how far ahead Stephen Bailey is. It is a part one. Was unsure if part two would be like a different era or if it'd just be more cars and stuff for this era. Because it did sound like at one point that they were going to do more than just 05, like Le Mans, like they'd have a 70s variant as well and a 90s variant or something. All right, 52 seconds when I crossed the line, but I think Bailey might have been far enough ahead that we might have to do 2 more laps. Yeah, I kind of, as much as I would, trust me, I would love other eras. I wouldn't mind seeing some of the stuff they already have, like, fleshed out a little more. All right, we'll come around. I'll see if we get the checker this time or if it's one more yellow flag. See a car against the wall. It's AJ. Oh, AJ. He's had the Viper. The Viper bit him. I know. Imagine 70s Le Mans. Like if we got the Project Cars Spirit of Le Mans DLC, but in AMS2, I can't tell you how much I'd love that. All right, I think we're gonna have one more lap. Time is up, but depends when the leader passed the line. Yeah, one more. For the GT1s, you definitely need to blip. I saw somebody in the comments saying earlier that you need to clutch as well. I'm not familiar with that. But you definitely need to blip or else you'll lock the rear diff. Ugh, can't speak anymore. Yeah, you would lock the rear diff if you were trying to downshift without blipping. All right, come around. Fun race. That was actually a really fun scrap with those guys. I feel a little bad that I screwed it up so much in the chicane, but I don't think it ended anybody's race. My guess is Stephen Bailey walked away with that one. Which is not surprising. Nice little battle up here, though. I don't know if that's all for position or not. Come through the chicane. Final time here. Made it on the tires, just barely. Ooh, I'm gonna run a bit wide there over the line. Oh, make it through the race. Fun racing, though. Fun for pickup racing. I mean, it's the kind of most fun stuff you can do if you get a good group together because none of it's too stressful for anybody. But yeah, we're going to do another race after this. We'll line it up for, I think we're going to go to Spa-Francorchamps. Same cars, but I'm going to pick the Maserati is what I'm feeling. I want to give that one a go, and we'll see what we do from there. I appreciate folks tuning in. We're just doing some pickup racing in AMS2. I have the server details in the chat. It's full right now. Well, we lost a few folks during this, so I'll have to see how many folks join, but you can try to join when we switch on to the next race here. Ugh. But it is Stephen Bailey ahead of Pedro Delgado and Laser Sailor round out the podium. Nice racing there. I'm going to quickly save the replay. Hopefully it worked. We'll see. All right, let's try to get this next session set up for everybody. All right, let me change some things here. We're gonna go to Spa-Francorchamps, historic 2005. We're gonna do qualifying. I'm gonna shorten the session though to 20 minutes, which is pretty short around Spa because it's a long outlap. So everybody will have to be on it. I think we'll do another 30-minute race, but I'm gonna start it at 2 p.m. and we'll do maybe we'll do, oh no, not weather slots. We'll do a 10 times progression. We'll go into the night. We'll see how that goes. But we'll keep everybody else the same, everything else the same, I guess. And I'll start it now. Should be able to find it now. I'm gonna take a quick break. I'll be right back, and then jump in for this qualifying and all that. Oh, I'm realizing I didn't change cars. So I'm stuck in the Corvette again. Dang. Well, could be worse. I'll keep it. I don't think there's a way for me to change it without probably getting locked out of my own session, so, or kicking everybody else out, so I'll keep it. All right. Still drive around Spa. I can't have a bad time doing that. I'm bummed I didn't pick I was excited to drive the Maserati. That's what you do, Bailey. You come in, you win a race, and then you wipe your hands of it, huh? I see how it is. No, good job. You're always fantastically quick. I'll have to see if I can. I don't think there's any hope tomorrow of me keeping up with you. So maybe I'll see you in the mirror as you come around and lap me. But yeah, thanks for driving with us. Hold on, I gotta pick something here. What is going on? There we go. Stall the car. All right, we got to get a qualifying time because there's not... yeah, there's not too much time here. I'm bummed I didn't pick the Maserati. Dang. It's all right. Got to represent, I suppose. Car pulled off to the right there. I know, I really messed up. I didn't change my car. I was too concerned with changing all the other settings that I forgot to change my own car. I'll do it for the next one. Yeah, so it's so funny because this version of Spa like feels very modern to me. But it is, if you look at it compared to the modern one, the actual modern one from, let's say, 2022 onwards, it is definitely dated. But I think I did so much racing around the iRacing scan of this track, which wasn't in 2005, but it was more similar to this than it is these days, that this still feels like the modern Spa to me. But the last part of it's very different. The whole track's the same except for the very final chicane. And if you haven't seen it before, get ready. It's weird. I don't think I know it super well either, so I need to do a couple laps here to make sure I know where we're going. It's the bus stop, but it's the weird version they only had for like 2 years. All right, we'll come up to Blanchimont here. I feel like I just saw a car flash across the screen. All right, we'll come around. Sharp right-hander goes into a hairpin to the left. I messed that up. And then it gets back onto the older version of the course. All right, we'll try to do better next time around here. We'll get the start time. I definitely don't want to start last. Yeah, I thought I was slow enough for that, but it clearly wasn't. Yeah, this version is not one that a lot of people know, because it really was only around for like 2 years. In GTR2, they had both versions of the track. They had the 90s bus stop one, which I prefer, and then they did have this one as well. And I feel like we always raced on the older one when we did races in GTR2, so. Go nicely through Pouin. I just love how playful these cars are on the accelerator. You can turn them a lot with the throttle and the brake. Is there an endurance version? I didn't know that. All right, I'm 26th and last right now. I just need to get through the chicane all right. We'll brake right here. See somebody in front of me run wide. It's gonna be a mess down here on lap 1. I have a feeling. All right, up to 4th. Yeah, I feel like there's enough differences in this version of Spa to warrant, you know, having a 2005 version. I'm not not as I had fun at Road Atlanta, but it's so similar to the modern one. It's just a few texture changes, like visually. I'm sure there's a couple other things too, but I just would have loved something else. Just a monster over the curves. Yeah, the hairpins, La Source is gonna be fun, right? Hopefully everybody is nice and calm through there. I felt like, you know, there was some shenanigans in the first race, but overall it was, for a pickup race, like pretty good. And I hope that's the same here. I mean, I also did something in the first race, so we'll see. I'll try not to take anybody out in this race. I think I got the worst end of it, if that's any consolation. Well, I appreciate everybody watching and stuff. I hope you're having fun with these cars, or if you haven't tried AMS2 or got this DLC, I mean, it's free right now, so if you've got AMS2, you can try these cars out. And they're really fun. I think they're some of the best stuff that they've done. All right, I'm catching the car in front. He's slowing up a little bit. I don't know if that was to let me go or slow down just a little bit there. Oh, come on. I thought I had that in plenty of time. Turning it into a drift event here. Threw away that lap, all right. Oh, come on. I was gonna try to take a lot more there. That didn't work out. How did I not get a penalty? Oh, okay, it wasn't validated. I was gonna say, if that wasn't a penalty, I'm not sure what is. All right, I've only got 10 minutes left here. Sitting P5 right now, which isn't too bad, but I think I can do better than that. You're right, I've got the wrong traction control settings probably. Yeah, I was gonna say, I saw a bunch of questions before about how the AI is now. I would check out the video I posted. I think that's a good, like, just kind of general view of the AI. They're like improving them a little bit every single time, and there's certainly some, like, I had such a nice little battle in that with one of the AI where they were blocking me, and, you know, I was giving them a little bit of space, and it was very believable. But then they were doing some other stuff where they're getting caught up behind each other, especially fighting for position. They still ride each other's bumpers. You know, they'll be like literally touching through the corners, which makes no sense. And just having trouble just passing. And so it's like good and bad. Like overall, it's a lot of fun and it's a heck of a lot better than like Assetto Corsa, but it's still not fully there. All right, this lap's not counting because I cut Eau Rouge and Radeon. How the heck do you get slowed down for this? What's tough is it's a turning braking zone, so I could probably gain a second in my lap time just through there. Get it slowed down for the source. Let's get a good lap. Oh, God, as I say that. And just smack the Armco. It's all right. We'll just keep going. There we go. Much better. But it'll probably still be fine even though I smacked the Armco there. Hello to Brazil. I've never been to Brazil. I would love to go someday. I've not been to South America, unfortunately. I'd love to go. I'm just leaving a little bit of Corvette in Belgium is what I'm doing. I've slid back to 7th. I need to get a better lap. Still think this is probably better than my first one. Oh, a lot of understeer there coming onto the straight. It's going to kill my time here. If I can get a good run through the chicane, then I think I'll do a better lap, just because my first time through there I don't think was very good. Well, lifted through Blanchimont, really pushing the track limits. Brake super early for it. I think I hit an apex. Yeah, the Viper was the very first thing I drove when I saw this pop into the beta. Oh, just P6. I think I can do one more lap on the fuel. What the heck was that acceleration out of there? Laying down 2 black streaks the whole way out of the source. Ugh. Is that my first trip to Europe? No, I've been to Europe. Fortunate to have gone to Europe many times. I studied abroad when I was in school a while ago. And I've been to Europe. I went once when I was in high school as well. And I've been out there for work a few times to different countries and things. So I have traveled Europe a good amount. I love it over there. I had too many K-bops in Germany. They just don't. I was trying to explain this to some of the other guys there. They just don't have it like that in America, at least in the Northeast. I think the closest thing we have to German or Turkish K-bop, but in the German version of it, and that you see everywhere there. The closest thing we have to that is Greek food here, like gyros, which are delicious, but it's not quite the same. It's a different thing. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna take softs for the race. I've been abusing these and they're fine, so as long as I don't lock up a whole bunch. It's making me hungry actually thinking about all that. Yeah, Döner, but it's kebab. It's Döner kebab. That's what it's called everywhere. Come on, that was bad. Watching chat instead of driving. A little bit hot there. Somehow didn't get down to first gear. All right, that's it for fuel. No, I don't think I improved. Dang, I'm gonna be starting pretty far back. I definitely do not have time to go out and do another lap, so that's where it's gonna be. Who do we got up front now? Hey, David's in here. Spec R, Horowitz is back. Aish, you're gonna have to tell me how to pronounce it, but I know you're around all the time. Here comes the sun up front with DJMD19. Yeah, kebab or Döner. I can't really. Come on now. Don't make fun of my accent. I'm trying my best. I can't make the German O umlaut sound. We just don't have that vowel in American English. They're going to be checking out Project Motor Racing. I mean, I've played Project Motor Racing a little bit. Some of the beta that they've got, and then when I went to Sim Racing Expo, I mean, yeah, like honestly, I've got so much stuff to do. I'll, I think I'll be with everybody else. I'll see how it is when it comes out, and if there's stuff in it that appeals to me, I'll definitely be doing it. I think we've got another 26 folks in here. Hey Rosie, Mia. It's I think it's full right now, which is the problem. But we'll be doing one more race after this. I don't know. I'm thinking we'll take the LMP cars to Le Mans. I haven't really done the new Le Mans yet, so that might be a fun one to land on. I met James at Sim Racing Expo for the first time. And I luckily met him before he stuck a camera in my face. But nice guy. Oh, thank you, Purple. Yeah, doing a lot of racing today, but I don't really have anything else going on. And there's so much stuff to do right now that that'd be fun. This seems to be working really well. So if you were here like a couple of years ago when all the North America Formula, the kart IndyCar stuff came out, I did some online racing then. We did a stream, and I think I since posted a video of the best race. But we struggled to have a race just with connection issues and the way the servers worked and stuff. And so it's nice to see seems like it's working perfectly so far. Knock on wood. But yeah, things have improved a lot with the multiplayer. At least the pickup race is super easy to do. You just jump in and select what you want, and then choose the wrong car. But that's that's how it is. All right. So for this, we're going to be doing 30 minutes again. So 30 times 60, it's 1,800 seconds. Lap times are 130. Let's say 137 seconds. So we should do about 14, 15 laps in this race. That's it. Do 75 liters again. Make sure we have plenty of fuel. Yeah, we did an oval race with the 95 cars, and it was awesome. I had one good race where we had a good group of folks that kind of knew what they were doing and did some slipstreaming and passing and stuff, and it was super fun. And I cut a video of that one, but the rest of the time we just had connection issues, and I think we did one other race over the course of the next hour and a half trying to get everything to work. So this is just so much more improved. AI Whisperer. Thank you, James. I was driving the 93 cars a few weeks ago, actually around Spa, but the 92 layout. I was thinking of making a video of that at some point. Those cars are still a lot of fun. Interested to see if the AI updates kind of made their way to those cars as well. They were having some issues still passing each other. That's the big thing. It's passing for position that they have the biggest trouble doing. They'll just really get stuck with each other. Let's watch a little Aston. It's probably just ending a run. Oh, I wish I was driving that car. He didn't realize softs are available. They sure are. Interesting camera position for the final corner here. All right. That's the end of the qualifying session. So I think I started 7th in the last race as well. So we've got a big range of connections. Hopefully everything's good. Yeah, they just don't commit it to passing each other. They just kind of like sitting side by side, and it's frustrating. So they just won't pass each other, and then you end up catching them. All right. So 30 minutes here at Spa-Francorchamps. Spa-Francorchamps. I guess we do have a full out lap. Hopefully everybody's okay with that. Should be getting nighttime in this a little bit. I put it on 10 times. So if we're doing 30 minutes, 10 times would be 5 hour. It's going to go into evening. It's not going to get fully dark, but it will go into evening. Good luck. Liam, are you in here? What's your name in here? Are you Dark Demise? I don't remember what your screen name is. You changed it or not. Sunset at Spa. Yeah, hopefully it gets into a nice sunset at the end. We can enjoy just driving around this nice track. I had 20 extra liters last race. It's fine. Oh no, Dark Demises. You are somebody else. Volodymyr, good luck to you as well. All right. I like that little wiggle the AI does before I get to take over. It's fine. Better to have more fuel than not enough. I don't think 20 liters of fuel is going to be the difference in why I didn't win here. Spec R right in front of me here. Whoa, all right. So race number 2. Race number 1 was a lot of fun. I made a mistake during it though. Trying a little too hard, racing for position. Overcooked it into the chicane. But otherwise was a good race. I'm eager to see if this one is just as good. This has a few pinch points. We gotta get through the hairpin opening lap. We gotta get through the comb opening lap, and then probably the chicane at the end of the lap will be the last. If we can make it through all 3 of those, I think we'll be golden for the race. You lose a lot more time running out of fuel though, so I'd rather have a little bit too much. For something like this is just a fun race. I don't really care where I finish. I'm gonna try my best, but mostly about just enjoying the cars and kind of battling little battles with people. Yeah, Traction did a good history for this, which is great. I don't know the I was around during this time, but I don't really know the history of these cars very much, so. No, this isn't low fuel. This is just an open server that I set up, and I got some random folks from my Discord, and then some of the people from the chat here. We'll be doing at least one more race after this, probably just one more. How is GTR2's AI compared to AMS2? I might get hate for this, but I would say they're better in AMS2 than GTR2. I think I've raced GTR2 pretty recently, and even when you got them tuned really well with like add-ons and stuff, they're still, I mean, they're good. They're just not like phenomenal. I'd say they're just as good in this game. Which is kind of a shame that in 20 years we've really not improved that much. We're kind of still looking for like the same quality of AI is good. If you were here earlier today, I was doing my IndyCar 2 race with Laguna Seca, and we had such like a good race. with the AI. It was just really realistic feeling, the whole thing. And that's from over 30 years ago. And it's like, how have we not gotten much better than that in all these years? All right. Coming to the start. Hopefully it's a little spread out. Everybody breaks for the hairpin. GTR2, it's for R Factor or ISI engine, it's pretty good, but it's still ISI engine. All right, green flag. See, the danger is you got a bit of a run in the back here. All right, everybody's nice and wow, nice and clean. I overshot it a little bit, but spec car to my left there gave me some space. We'll get the spot, rushing down. How was that? I was ready for a big spin there. Hopefully it was clean behind me as well. I could see a little side by side behind. See if I can close up this gap to this gaggle in front. The slipstream is pretty big here. In most cars, I imagine it is in these as well. Oh, a bit wide there. All right, got a nice little 1 second gap behind me, 2 seconds in front. Coming to Puan. I do think on my last thought on the GTR2 versus AMS2 AI question, they're really not that different, and that's the sad part, is that at the end of the day they still both have these like kind of weird issues. Neither of them is perfect. Both of them are kind of immersion braking a lot of the time, so I wish we had something out there that could really do it and it wasn't a Jeff Crammond sim. A little bit slow through Blanchimont, bit late on the brakes. I forgot which version we were driving. Wow, we all made it. The one car entering the pits in front. DJMD, the pole sitter, is in the pits for some reason. Maybe forgot to fuel the car. I'm gonna try not to light up the tires every lap through there. Oh, maybe DJMD just cut the chicane or missed the chicane and just decided to go for the pits instead. Because I think he just came out behind me. Either that or he wants to race with me. We were talking a little bit about this in my Discord as well with AI. Like, why aren't they better? Maz, who's I think in the race. Massimo. Maz Racing. Was talking about it. Anyways, I think it's like literally really hard to drive a race car at speed. You see with the autonomous racing, they're struggling to do that in real life. I mean, there's less factors in a sim, but I think it's just like a really hard mathematical thing to solve. So it's not easy to make AI that could perfectly drive a car like a human. Really lit him up there. I'm driving the Corvette. I messed up. I did the first race in the Corvette and was going to do the Maserati for this one, but then I just didn't change my car, so I'm Corvetting it again. Got Quiet 20 behind me. It's a little string of cars behind me that I would love to not get in a battle with. He'll slid wide there. It's so hard to get slowed down for this dang chicane. Yeah, the F1 games, I don't really like do modern F1 stuff very much, but I know those games are pretty good as far as the offline experience. I really bounced off the curving there. Imagine doing that in real life. How do you get brave enough to do something like that? The iRacing AI, all right. I see you all saying that in the chat. It is good, but then they don't react to weather conditions. They don't make good strategy decisions. Also, depending on the track, they might just take some corners incorrectly. So it is good, but it's still not perfect. There's nothing out there that's perfect with AI racing. I would like to catch somebody. That would be nice. Come on. Yeah, the iRacing AI feel like you're simulating an iRacing race. They're not really simulating a real, racing driver race. There's Corvette behind me, looking for a pass maybe. I just can't get it down into first gear. There we go. I'm sitting in 5th place right now. I feel like I'm getting hounded here. Pulled out just a little bit there on Quai. Oh, I didn't get the turn in. Oh, a lot of smoke in front. Days of Thunder. All right, we're 3 wide, headed down to Lacombe. Stuck it around the outside. All right, I got a spot up to 4th now. All right, I'm done talking about AI. We've talked about AI for the last hour. I got to keep these real people behind me now. Well, I just love giving it. You just give it a little boot, turn the rear end, slide out on the AstroTurf. It's fine. I know I got a train behind me. I'm trying to lose it. Hey. See, the problem with doing these live streams like this is you're all going to figure out that I'm really not that good. I've been fooling everybody for so long. There we go. There we go. Never mind. I'm great. Oh, it's all right. No worries. Oh, come on. Okay, I got an unsportsmanlike. That's 2 track warnings. Here comes Kwai again. I deserve this overtake. Ooh, stick it in the outside. Kwai's gonna stick it in there. Oh, make a little bit of contact. Sorry. It's all right. A little Corvette fender rubbing. What's a Chevrolet if you don't rub quarter panels with each other? Something, rattle cage, something. Oh, big understeer there. Just looking up the inside. Get the apex somehow. This car just shifts when it feels like it. Well, I got a nice run through La Source that time. Let's see if I can actually get Eau Rouge and Radion without running off the track. There we go. There we go. Like send it into the corner there sideways. I've worn out the fronts more than the rears. It means I'm understeering. Kwai here is he's being very nice because I've been a little bit all over the track. But definitely not leaving me alone. I would say they're probably a lot faster as I cook it, overcook it. I've cooked it, I've grilled it. Got a bit of a run coming down the final chicane again. Well, it's already halfway over this one. The shadows are getting a little bit longer. I think we're going to get a little bit of a sunset here, which will be nice. Really fun stuff so far, though. Everybody's so quick. We're not even talking about the leaders. They're so far gone. So we got Kwai coming up the inside. Come down to Lake Como again. Oh, he's done me well on the brakes this time. He's overdone it a little bit. Oh! Somehow hold on to that. That was wild. I for sure thought that was gone. He had overcooked the entry to Lacombe there a little bit. Well, I scared him through no name. Oh, a nice run through Fuanes. Look at the understeer here. So we got an Aston now coming up the left side. It's DJMD, the pole sitter, who went for a K-bop on lap 1. Damage is on medium. Oh, I got a track limits for that. I gotta be careful here. I'm gonna hit the limit. The limit for track limits. Yeah, I put it on medium damage because I didn't want people to... You're always going to make a little bit of contact in a pickup race. But I also don't want it to be off so that people are just slamming into each other. Oh, a lot of wheel spin coming out there. I didn't quite get the kind of run that... I don't know how Kwai is getting through that corner so much faster than me. I think it's Maz behind... No, it's DJMD. Maz is behind him. He's going to have a bit of a run on me down bottom of the hill. This is so awesome. Hope you're enjoying the spectating. I hope you're enjoying this DLC. It's such a nice surprise. And I hope Rise is getting the message loud and clear that this is what we want. I thought I was going to get a penalty there. I only have 2 left. I've been really pushing the limits here, trying to keep up with these guys. Fighting for 4th position here. Just 12 minutes to go as the sun sets over the Ardennes. Oh, come on. That's gonna send me way back. All right, DJMD gets around. Big spit of flame from the Aston in front. Yeah, there's just 11 minutes in this one. Do one more race after this. Oh, he runs a bit wide there. Should have a bit of a run coming down the front stretch. Down into La Source, up the inside. Clear the Aston, there we go. I did not get that well at all. I'm gonna get another cut track there. I got 1 left. What happens if can I do 6? Or is it F5 it's gonna DQ me? So he takes a run up the outside, falling behind him. Kwai in front loves this. DQ at 6. All right, I got 1 more. Hey, try my best. Listen. With the kind of cars I usually race, there's no track limits. I get a K-Bop then? That'd be great. I feel like DJMD's playing with me a bit. They feel very quick. I'm suspicious. Real deep there. Ooh. Come on. Getting real real messy now. Yeah, we'll turn the lights on, I guess. He's just admiring the Corvette, yeah. Wow. Interesting sound it makes up the hill. I've learned today that I cannot pronounce kebab. I thought it was kebab in Germany. Döner kebab. He's right back on me. He's so much faster than me. And I know he got pole as well, so I just feel like he's playing with me. A little bit of smoke there on the track. What was that from? We just got 6 minutes to go here. It's a lovely evening at Spa-Francorchamps. Sitting in 5th position. DJMD behind me has been playing with me the whole race. I think they are much quicker than I am, and it just kind of sizing me up, waiting for the moment. Here they go. I can work for it as much as I can. If you're just joining in, we're just doing fun races in AMS2 with the new GT content. I think for the next race, we're going to go to Le Mans with the LMPs. Give that a little bit of a try. And that'll probably be the last one for tonight. But it's been real fun so far. I feel very uncompetitive in this race compared to the last one. But it's fun trying to balance the Corvette around here. Especially as the sun sets, it's quite pretty as well. Yeah, Somehow I've been a bit nicer to the tires. I think Road Atlanta is like kind of a brutal track mechanically. I think we'll do LMPs only. It's such a sprint race. You're basically never going to see each other if you split the class up, so. Big lock up there. Wheel hop into La Source. I'm really eager to, I'm glad you enjoy it, Magic, but I'm very eager once people start making some skins for these cars, doing kind of a faithful Le Mans offline race. I think that's going to be a lot of fun. Really late on the brakes there. Oh, I overcooked it. I don't want to hit him. Very much overcooked it there. Just 3 minutes left. See if I can get him back. I feel like he's playing with me. Am I silly? Am I weird? I know, if I say Le Mans and LMPs, Bailey might show up again. I gotta figure out which LMP I'm gonna take though. I've really only driven them a very, very small amount in the beta, and I'm not even sure they were kind of the finished versions of them, so. All right, I'm gonna see if I can get back around him. If he wants to play with me, then I will pass him back. Oh, a nice slipstream here. It's just going to be so easy to outbrake myself into the chicane, into the bus stop. I think we're going to come down to maybe the final lap. I think 2 more. Keep it in second here. Should have been doing that the whole race. He runs a bit wide into La Source. Oh, a little bit of a tank slapper on the outbound. Oh, he's keeping it interesting. Anyway. Oh boy. I'll take the inside line, make him do the long way. There we go. Force. I really kept that tight. I don't know if this is the best spa layout. It is one of the spa layouts, that's for sure. It was only around for 2 years, I think, for a reason. Oh, it's nicely peeking into late evening now. It might be just about nighttime for the final lap. Oh, big lock up there. Come on. I just drove it straight off the track there with understeer. I tried. Oh, we might have to do one more lap though. Oh, he drives it straight off as well. The thing is in this, when you get a cut track penalty, it doesn't actually penalize you, so it's really a currency. We always joke about that in other games, but it doesn't make you slow down. All right, one more lap. Final lap now. I don't think I'll be so lucky. Oh, he does run wide again. Come on. He's got to be playing with me. There's no way. Side by side, rush down the hill towards Eau Rouge. Who's going to blink? I had to give it to him. He's on the inside there. We got one slower car ahead. He's going to let both of us by. Oh. Oh no, Maz gets around me. Wow, the ultimate send there. That didn't work out at all. I totally meant to do that. Come on. There's like no semblance of a track anymore. The fronts are gone. They only show like 3/4 wear, but there's nothing left. It's my fault. All right, the race is won. We'll just come to finish here. A bad couple of last laps for me. Maz trying to work on DJMD. Come on, get him, Maz. Hey, nobody made contact. That was tiring. I don't know what happened there going into no name on the last lap. That was fun. I don't know if DJMD was just messing with me or not, but it was a fun little race. Okay, one more. I think I got one more in me. I did a full IndyCar race earlier, and I've done 2 half-hour GT races. I think I can do one more. And I think we're going to do some Le Mans with some prototypes, which will be really fun. Looks like we still got 18 in the server right now. And there'll be a few open spots. The details are pinned if anybody wants to join us for some LMPs. I think we'll do one more 30-minute race. That should be fine at Le Mans. We'll do 20 minutes of qualifying. Enough time for everybody to get a lap or so. And then we'll jump straight in. But I'm all pretty knackered at this point from all the driving today. We'll see if I can hold on to it. Oh, Mario. I didn't know if you were just messing with me because you were so quick in qualifying. But yeah, it was a good race. I've just missed my braking on the last lap there and totally went into full wreck avoidance mode, and I'm so happy we didn't make contact. Do we force default setup? Yeah, maybe I should do that. Because everybody, I've just been running the default setup. Maybe that's what I'm doing wrong. Wow, it's very cool to see so many people in here. I hope you're enjoying it. If you don't watch me much, I typically do historic racing, whether that be historic cars or older sims as well. But this is probably the newest thing that I've driven in a long time. But it's a lot of fun. I do a lot of rally as well, if you're into that sort of thing. All right, let's save the replay. I don't know if that actually works. And then we'll return to lobby. This is historic. I know, it's just 20 years ago. It happened so fast. All right. We will change cars now. We're going to do the LMP 2005 cars. Yeah, we'll do the LMP ones. And I'm going to drive. What should I drive? The Dallara or the Courage? The Courage. I kind of want to drive the Courage. The Pescarolo livery. I don't know if the replay saving is working anyway. Le Mans 2005. I think we'll keep everything else. Everything else felt all right, right? The time was nice. Just gets a little dark towards the end. And yeah, we'll see if we get another full field. Give everybody a second to pick the cars. And oh, we wanted to force default setup. How do we do that? Force default setups. All right, we'll start it. Jump in for this final little race today. Been a lot of fun so far. Really loving this DLC. And I'm going to change wheel rims for this. We'll go to something a little smaller. Would these have had paddle shifts, or would they still have been a sequential stick? I'm sure somebody in here knows. Smaller wheel. Yeah. Do you like my smaller wheel? Sequential? Yeah, stick still. All right. Hey, why is it nighttime suddenly? I guess we're going to qualify at night then. All right, I'll put a little more fuel in it. Wait, can we not change the fuel even? That doesn't seem good. Are we all going to have to pit? Oh, okay. Oh, it's not nighttime. It just looked it. Oh, I've got no shift lights or anything. They're all on the wheel probably. I don't think I can change that while I'm in the session, can I? Uh-oh. It doesn't seem like I can change. Okay, it adjusts fuel automatically. So the issue is I don't have anything I can see for shifting. I might have to get a sim hub going here real quick. I wasn't showing the wheel, so I don't think you can change this when you're in the session. Display, cockpit. Yeah, cockpit wheel driver. Uh-oh. Maybe we can change the HUD here. I do have this HUD. Do we use this? I guess that'll kind of work, right? Oh, no, I reset it. Oh, boy. I guess this will kind of work, right? Put this down here. It's like my first time ever doing a racing game. Hold on, there we go. How's this gonna be? Yeah, AMS2 does have a bit of a menu maze. Ooh, we got an Audi behind me. Alright, I was told I can do paddles for this. I never get to do paddles. Let me do paddles for once. Whoa, this is different. I was not expecting this. I might be awful here because I really don't know this version of this track at all. You're watching my very first lap on Le Mans 2005. These seem, like banked corners almost through the S's. All right, I know where I am now. Almost 300 Ks. Where do I brake? Okay, probably right after the 200 or something. That was cut? That was a cut, okay. Just follow the paved part, gotcha. Hey, I was told the Audi was slow. And certainly it's not me going slow. I'm gonna follow, I don't know where I'm going here. Well, I do know where I'm going, I've turned off the leaderboard. I need to remember to turn that back on when we, before we get into the race. Yeah, clearly the track limits there are very tight. I thought you all were saying that the Audi was slow. All right, we'll come down to Mulsanne Corner. Wow, look at this. I love it with the grass next to the edges and everything. How awesome would it be if they get a 70s or 80s or even 90s version of this course without the chicanes? Oh yeah, I can let it rev a lot higher. All right, this is the part of the track I don't know very well. The Porsche curves and everything. I kind of know it, but it's still my first lap on this version of the course, so give me a break here. All right, that went all right. It's pretty fast through the first chicane there. I've got no proper rev limiter, rev counter. That's one of the problems with hiding the wheel, I guess. I wish you could change that in-game. Oh, don't throw this away in the first corner. Oh, no. All right, I think it's still going to let me take the lap, but... The S's, the Dunlop S's are super weird on this version. Stops car there on the right. All right, we only have 13 minutes left for qualifying. It looks like fuel, okay, I was gonna say fuel isn't moving, but it seems slow. Just past the 200 maybe. It's a little better. I'm gonna try not to get a cut track here. Those seem different than the modern. The Dunlop S's seem a little bit different than the modern ones. I don't know. Oh. Wow. no. Whoa. All right. He moved. We both decided to go the same way. Driving the prototype, doing an awful job at it. The problem is I don't really know this version of the circuit very well. I need to just get a clean lap so we don't start dead last. That's what I will be doing on the next lap. Oh, we got a spin in front. All right, this one's a little faster, the first chicane. Yeah. I think they've tightened up that first one quite a bit in the 4 chicanes there. All right, let's do this correctly this time. Still not quite, but better. Kept it on the black stuff at least. Yeah, no, this has chicanes. They'd have to do pre-1990 to not have any chicanes. I love the sound reverberation off the wall when you get close to the Armco. Oh, that's gonna give me a cut, right? Oh my God, I'm not gonna get a valid lap in this dang session. I have to really watch that during the race. Somehow I'm 8th right now, but that doesn't feel right. Yeah, pre-1990 there wasn't those 2 chicanes on the Mulsanne. It was just an unrestricted run, which is insane. Ooh. I don't know how this car is supposed to sound. It sounds kind of synthetic to me, which I don't know if that's legitimate or if it's not the best sounding car in the game. practice this once. Little hot. It's all right. All right, I gotta get a clean lap here. 6 minutes to go in the session. I kind of killed the exit speed onto the front stretch. It's all right. I don't know if you'd get the sound reverberation off the Dunlop Bridge like that. It sounds like you're going through the Monaco Tunnel for a second there. Wow. All right, I just need to be nice with the track boundaries up here. Yeah, this version of the track's nice. It's still, you know, a bit like the modern one, but it's a little less sterilized. I guess that's 2005 tracks in general, right? They certainly have a lot of modern safety stuff, but they're still got a little bit more soul to them. I don't know exactly where we can go wide yet, so I'm gonna keep it right on the black stuff, keep it out of the red. This is going to be insane, all slipstreaming down these straights together. It's going to be a huge, massive cars going into each of the chicanes on the first laps. Just trying to get a clean lap here so I don't start 15th. Or worse. Felt all right through Arnage that time. A little bit slow coming into Indianapolis. Sure, Bailey, you're shaking your head if you're watching me. Like, literally, my only reference for the end of this lap is that modern race we did for the charity last year sometime. I did a stint in a Cadillac GTP in iRacing around here on the modern course. That's like the only time I've ever run the Porsche curves. One, two, three. Almost flipped you off. I'm third. I got one more lap here. Oh, bad place to be sitting. I kind of ruined this lap. I'll stick on it. There's plenty of places where I could have improved last time. Oh, just never finding the apex there. Oh, it let me have that. I don't get it. Some places you can run wide, others you can't. Yeah, thank you for racing, Kozer. Yeah, this lap's probably not going to be better, but no problem, Liam. A little more daring with the boundaries here. Yeah, we've switched to the prototypes for the final race here today, but I did 2 races earlier on in the Corvette by accident, both of them. It was fun though. Had really good fun around Road Atlanta, also around Spa, and now we'll do a little nightcap of the Le Mans circuit 2005 for the final race. Trying to finish up my qualifying. This lap's been interesting. Might be quicker, just I'm carrying a bit more speed in some places, but I've had a few bad corners. Oh, come on. Yeah, these are pretty fun to drive, though. I wish I had a proper dashboard. I didn't realize hiding the wheel would show me just this on this one. I'm still not getting these corners right. I love the Copa cars in this. Really sideways there. Come across the line. We'll see if it's better. Well, it didn't improve. I have no idea if the lap time was better or not. I need to turn on the relative before we start the race. Don't let me forget. We'll see what the qualifying results look like and everything. Turn to the pits. All right. Oh, Stephen Bailey found his way back in here. I see why he's talking about it. I'm still a second slower than you. I'll see if I can stick with you though. Oh, but SSR gets the pole. Provisional pole. I'm third ahead of Beige. Kwai's back here as well. Got Horde in the Dallara. Before we get too far in this, let me fix my HUD a little bit. Turn this off. Where's the relative? Relative times. We'll put this up here again. I didn't like this mirror down there. Couldn't see it. So we'll put these like this. It is nice that it's pretty easy to change all this, but it's also, you have to be in a menu to do it. I think I'll enjoy the straight line performance of the Courage. We'll see. Well, apparently the fuel is supposed to adjust itself. We got 24 in here. There's actually still a couple spots. It's supposed to adjust the fuel itself, people were saying, so we'll see. I don't know. I put it on fixed setups. If we might have to take pit stops. I don't know. I figured fixed setup would let you change the fuel at least, right? But we found one of the weird things in AMS2 finally. I think I can for sure make up a second lap around here. Oh, Kwai got me. I'm going to be starting fourth then. It does fuel itself. Okay. Well, hopefully it has enough fuel in the car for everybody. It's kind of weird to not be able to adjust it, but I guess when you say fixed setup, that's what they mean. This will be fun, though. Final race today, and hopefully it's as good as the last two. I think the racing's been great so far, so I really appreciate everybody that's been joining today. You don't always get, like, mostly clean races and nice stuff like this, so it's just nice to have everybody race pretty cleanly and everything. If anything, I've been the weapon out there, so. All right. We'll trust that we'll have enough fuel. If not, we can make a pit stop, whatever. See if I can keep up. Oh, somehow I'm 6th on the grid. Did I get overtaken by Beige and Shadow as well right at the end there? Hopefully this one goes all right. I'm pretty tired at this point. A lot of racing today. It's been a full day. It might be a full formation lap. Oh no. Hopefully not, but it feels like we might be towards the grid, so all right, I think we're going to be ready to do it here. For the fans, right? I'm interested to see how these race. We'll actually have a good little race. They feel like they move around a good amount under braking and everything. And do we need to fuel save? I guess we're waiting till the bitter end of this countdown here. Who do we got waiting? We won't pile on them. All right. Uh-oh. I don't know what's going on. What? Penalty for going too slow. What kind of penalty? That was very confusing. I felt like I passed a bunch of cars I wasn't supposed to. Is Bailey supposed to get in front of me here? I think. That was really bizarre. I know the online was going so well until all that. I don't know what kind of penalty I got. I assume it's a time penalty. At the end of the race, we'll find out. I forgot to put my gloves on. I'll have to do that on the straight up here. Yeah, I got AMS'd. It's all right. It's just a fun race. I have to get a speed wobble as I try to put a glove on. Come on. I need a little bit of dampening on the wheel. I got like, I think I was supposed to be P5, P4? I don't know what happened. Yeah, maybe they're in the pit lane. I have no idea. I don't know if I'm getting pushed here. Ah, it's fine. It seems like we'll still get to race at least, so. I don't really care about the finishing position so much. Hopefully we have enough fuel for this. This really reminds me of Gran Turismo 4. I think this was Gran Turismo 4 I think would have been this year, right? I feel like it had these prototypes in it with the PlayStation branding on them. But in that you only raced against 5 other cars, which was always bizarre to me. We get a nice relaxed pace lap, all right? And then 30 minutes of racing. Do I need to keep these tires warm? I don't know if this actually will warm them up. You can really notice the crest in the center of the road. That's very cool. They always say that braking actually warms up your tires more than swerving. You swerve to clean them. You brake to warm them up. I don't know if that'll work in here though. So I've got Hordes right behind me. Got SSR on the pole. One Stephen Bailey directly in front of me here. We're about to find out how the BOP is. I think Bailey in front of me is in the Audi. Is Horde, I think SSR is in the garage as well as me. But then behind me, Horde, I think, is that the Dallara? I think this is going to be the last race today. I've done a lot of racing today. I've been streaming for like over 5 hours total today. Did a full IndyCar race earlier today, and it's my third 30-minute sprint in AMS2. It's been a lot of fun, though. I think we could definitely do this again at some point. I wonder if this lap's going to count for the accelerated time as well, because I think that'll... it's going to be firmly nighttime by the end of this. Does anybody know if LFM is doing races with these cars? Feels like they really should be if they're not. Got a nice full field of cars behind. 24 starters, apparently. We'll see how many people finish. We've had a few fall off in each of the races. Yeah, I think it's definitely going to be nighttime by the end of this, though. We'll just be doing a 30-minute race. The timer's in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. It is warming them up. All right, I'm really just hoping we can get through the first chicane and everything clean and onto the Mulsanne. And from there, we'll have to see what the pack race is like. Dragging the brake does work. The rears, you can see them getting a little more green. Feels cheap. Yeah, it's been a nice group in here. I really appreciate everybody that joined. That's kind of racing nicely. It makes it so much more fun. All right, here we come through the Ford chicanes. We'll do single file start again. That's what we've been doing for all of these. Green's out. I got a little bit of a run on Bailey here. This might be my only shot at it. He's gonna squeeze me nicely down to the inside. Yeah, he was always gonna have that one. Oh, the car Horde right behind me. All right, onto the straight. I feel quick. I feel pretty quick. Oh, he's got a lot of speed too. We're gonna go 3 wide here. Oh, got both of them running a bit wide. SSR had a spin. Bailey cut the chicane a little bit. All right, in the lead. Now, where do I brake? That's really the question. Oh, I'm gonna do the same thing. How was that legal? All those cut tracks I got at Spa, and that was somehow legal. Hordes is coming up on Bailey. I don't know how that was legal. I really messed up that chicane. Oh! I probably braked a lot sooner than Bailey thought I was going to. A little bit of a rear ender there. I suppose I avoided the kitty litter, yeah. Just a little bonk. I probably just slowed down way more than he thought I was. I don't quite know the braking markers yet for all these corners. A little bit hot there into Indianapolis. Yeah, we got it on medium damage just to keep things a little lighthearted. I've burnt the left front already with some of the lockup. Yeah, we'll see if I need to refuel or not. I have no idea. 26 minutes to go. It's not going to be many laps. It's a long lap at Le Mans. All right, Hordes is overtaking Bailey again. It's a nice little scrap up front here. Hey, maybe Miss GP Laps is doing something fun, and that's why I'm here doing something I think is fun. Oh, Bailey slipped down a few. All right, Horde is the one behind me, and Kwai, who I raced a little bit at Spa as well. I don't know how I'm leading this. I feel like I don't know where I'm going. I don't know the braking markers or anything yet. Just kind of vibe racing this. Lock up the rears again. It's all right. Lose all my lead there. All right, I got it too wide behind me. That was a bad mistake. That's right. It's called the Courage for a reason. All right, it's Kwai and I up here. Seems like they're in the Courage as well, so got an equal match here, both on the same setup for sure. The understeer into the Porsche curves. Whoa, he caught right up onto me. Oh, right a bit wide. Come on. Oh, no. I overcooked it. Dang. Now I get a track warning. What is that for? Oh, he ran the wide in front. Is that another one? Is it Louise in front? All right. I'm still in fourth. The car's still straight. Yeah, it's more interesting now. I just locked the rears coming into the chicane there. I was pushing it, trying to get away from Kwai. Nice run here on beige then. I don't know, maybe Bailey's fallen off, I'm not sure. I know it's quite late for them. All right, back up to third. They were saving that cut for the first lap, yeah, maybe. So I've learned the braking markers for that are for the kink, not for Mulsanne corner proper. I just use OMP gloves. These are the black ones that I've had, but I turned them inside out because they were getting really worn out on one side, and they're actually way more comfortable because the stitching is on the outside now. And so I think I will do this now forever. I also have a blue pair of these that I've worn, but yeah, these are my old black ones, and they're just quite nice now that I've turned them inside out. I think somebody in front has gone to the pits. Maybe some fuel issues? No spin this time. All right, I'm into second. I don't think these gloves were meant to be worn this way. They're very much like the tag is on the wrong side and stuff now, but I saw online somebody was saying to turn your gloves inside out. They're more comfortable, and yes, they are. Oh yeah, I stopped using the paddles. Whoops. All right, SSR's got to run on me on the right. Come down to the chicane. Let's see who's braver on the brakes here. I've really gone deep. Hold it. I guess I could use I never use paddle shifters, so I just kind of forget about them. Oh, SSR is going to come on the left. Bit of oversteer there from turning it tightly. Get a run up the outside. So come down to Mulsanne corner. Side by side down the narrow roads. This is so cool. I'm having a lot of fun with this, despite not knowing the track super well yet. Whoa, side by side through Indy. I'm gonna have the inside though. Sent it in a little bit to Arnage just to make sure I didn't get tapped from behind. I have paddles on this wheel. I don't know. I'm just gonna stick with the stick for now. I feel like this is where I'm very slow. I'm not getting the right lines through here. All right, halfway through the race, sitting in second place. I spun out of the lead. Right here. Lock up the brake a little bit there. Shadow seems pretty quick, but try my best here. I kept it in fourth through there. That wasn't the worst, actually. Felt pretty good. Really, really loose there. I don't know. I feel like there's been so many people in the comments on my video as well as this, just like hammering on and on about how they don't think this is realistic. I just don't feel like it's that far off from everything else. It's just not the first thing that comes to mind when I'm playing this anymore. Like prior to 1.6, yeah, it was, you know, very slidey sometimes, but I just feel like it's quite good now. I don't know. I don't really think about the physics anymore. That's why it surprises me more that people keep on talking about the physics. There's just like so much else out in this game to do. Oh, I was giving it the beans there. I think that's it. I think I killed it real good. Oh, why am I sitting so low now? I broke the hood, I think. I can't see at all. I'm quite dangerous now. I don't want to hurt anybody's race. Maybe once the field goes by, I can see if I can make it back to the pits. Oh, we can't do anything. We can fix the arrow, maybe? All right, we got a bit of a gap here. There we go. The wind has knocked it down. I really broke it. Oh, we're good. Whoa. Wow, I really damaged it. I don't know, do we just finish like this and enjoy the night? Yeah, we're only like 25 kph down. I mean, it would probably take like 10 minutes to fix in the pits anyway, so I think I'm just going to stay out, ride to the finish. Enjoy the sunset. We got a better view for the sunset now. Oh, although I don't know if I'll have lights anymore. Yeah, I don't know. I'm still in 12th. I really killed it. Yeah, I don't know if I'll have lights anymore. I guess we'll see when we get there. All right, we'll go into the pits. Just make sure the yeah, we won't do anything but arrow. Hopefully they I don't know if it'll be 10. We'll see. Yeah, I don't think I have lights, which is the main reason I want to stop. Look, they fixed it already. It's still broken. Pescarolo boys really get it fixed nice and quickly. Well, that was a shame. I was pushing really hard to see if I could stay in front of third there and maybe get back up to first. But yeah, I probably should have fixed everything. It's fine. We'll get to the end here. Maybe I can overtake a car or two before the end, and we'll enjoy the sunset. I don't know what the default mapping is for light. I would guess L or H. I've got a map to a button. Maybe somebody else in the chat knows. It's honestly not that far down on top speed, so I think it's fine. Sun. It's in the right place too. I've driven on enough versions of Le Mans to know you get blinded when you come out of the Mulsanne corner in the evening. It's neat to see that consistency. Did I lose 20 kph? I thought I was just getting up to 300k, but it's fine. I'm surprised that whole piece can come off. That was pretty cool. I was testing the damage model purposefully. So this part of the circuit is a closed track. I mean, this is a permanent race course, this part. But part of it is a public road, and I'll point out where that starts. But yeah, all of this is a permanent track these days. They used to all be roads. But this is a permanent track now up through the chicane and everything. You can really see on this version where the public road joins it. Try to get around and bar in here. Whoa, very slow. All right, and it joins the public road right up here. This next right-hander is where it merges on. Right here, you can see it merge onto the public road. Now we're on a highway most of the year. Yeah, I'm quite slow in a straight line. Should be able to outbrake him here into the chicane though. And then this chicane, obviously, these aren't part of the public roads. They're kind of permanent race course. Yeah, maybe it's because it's on medium damage. That's why it was so quick. I'll turn the lights on. Uh-oh. I don't know if I have lights still. I don't really see a difference. Maybe they're on. Maybe they put the bodywork on but didn't hook up the lights. Yeah, I don't. Oh yeah, they do have lights. They're just quite dim right now. I saw a little difference when I flicked it there. I'm out of headlight fluid. Dang it. Yeah, they're on right now. I have some. We're not going to need them too much. I think we only have 2 laps to go, maybe. Big lock up there into Arnage. Oh, my fingers hurt from gripping the wheel so hard for so long. Yeah, maybe I had lights before, I don't know. But, I mean, the car is definitely faster now than it was, even if it's not 100%. It does not have a lights key by default? Oh boy. I think this track gets lit up pretty good at night, so maybe it won't be too much of an issue for folks. All right, I think 2 laps to go. Don't spin now, that'd be silly. Oh, that was bad. Yeah, I've got lights. Yeah, it's just I've been racing for so long today. I've been gripping a steering wheel for forever. To do the Jean Alesi grip up top. Maybe that's why he did that. It feels nice. I've worn the tires a bit. Well, it's a shame I couldn't do better in this one, but I still had a lot of fun doing these races today. It's nice to see these tracks. It's having, I was saying this to some folks, that at this point in my sim racing journey, whatever you want to call that, the tracks for me are the biggest thing. And especially for historic racing, I'll kind of drive any car. I mean, the cars are cool, and I know that's the thing. I know that's the thing that people are really attracted to a lot of the time, but I'm really into the tracks now. Racing on cool circuits, I don't really care what I'm driving most of the time. It's mostly, you know, a historic track, making it feel like you're actually somewhere else in a different period of time is really the cool thing. And so, although these aren't quite as far in the past as I normally do, I think it's great to have some matching tracks with the cars. And I hope more sims do more historic tracks. I think, I don't know, it seems like it's kind of a rare thing, and that's one of the things that Automobilista 2 does, first party, that most of the other sims don't. The only other sim, I mean, it's all mods for the other sims. There's amazing stuff. I talk about it and make videos about it all the time. There's awesome stuff for the other sims, but really the only sim doing historic tracks first party is Automobilista 2. And gotta give them a big thumbs up for that. I think it's very cool. And I saw a couple people in the chat talking about older historic Le Mans and sports car stuff, and I really cannot wait if that's what they're going to be doing. If they're going to do some 70s and 80s, 90s stuff around here. I'd love a sim to venture into the 50s. God forbid we get some 1950s stuff. That would be wild, wouldn't it? All right, we'll come to line. I think I gotta do one more lap here, and I'm very much catching the few cars in front suddenly. Final lap around a sunset Le Mans. It's like perfect. I don't know. I nailed the time acceleration to get us a nice evening finish for these couple of sprint races. Real wide there. Well, I might have a shot at 11th here, if not 10th. Yeah, we were talking about the old Road Atlanta earlier, and I didn't realize it didn't have that chicane until the late 90s. I thought it was much earlier that they replaced that, but yeah, having a 60s or 70s version of Road Atlanta would be primo. Good stuff. Bit wide. Well, the thing is, they already have some of the prototypes from the historic classes and things, like the 962 and everything. So it's just like adding more cars to pad it all out, and then the tracks. That's the big thing. All right, we got these two. There's a top 10 in front of me here, if I play my cards right. We've got Cheese Grommet, 007, and Sky. All right, the leaders have finished. We don't need those tires anymore in a few corners. All right, get up the inside. Get around Cheese Grommet. Got a top 10 here right in front of me. All up on the curb. Couldn't see it all. Go side by side through this little chicane thing. Grab the position. Just need to get through the chicane now. There we go. Ah, P10. Nice. What good fun that is. What good fun that is. We got everybody doing donuts and such up here. Good stuff. That was fun racing those prototypes. I'm excited to explore some multi-class. I think there'll be a video in the not too distant future of me doing a pretty long-ish race with these cars. And looks like SSR gets the win ahead of Beige, It's Hordes, and then Stephen Bailey gets back up into 4th place for the finish. Shadow in 5th, ahead of Massimo. Colonel Angel, or Agile rather, had a big Johnny Hunt. Dill Destroyer, and then myself in 10th position. Only 16 finishers out of the 26 or so starters. Yeah, it was good fun. Very good fun. I appreciate folks for joining. as well as watching. I hope you had a good time watching and things. Oh, man. We'll kill that and get a little music on here. Yeah, it's been a good day of some sim racing, I guess. We got the sports car GT soundtrack in the background. You broke the Tetris wall, huh? But yeah, good fun. I hope to do this again sometime in the future. Maybe not quite as long as it was between this and the last time I did some online races in this, but yeah, good fun. So I thank you for joining. I'll be back soon with some more stuff. We got some rally coming up in the next week, so I got to start prepping for Sim Rally Masters, the Olympus rally, and everything. But I'll be back in AMS2 pretty soon, I'm sure. And yeah, have a good rest of your weekend. Have a good rest of your evening or wherever you are. And I'll see you all again later.